To be honest, well, I can live in Denver and live close to Colfax and have problems. I live in Aurora and live close to Colfax, and I don't have those problems. They take better care of their properties out there.
Thank you very much for
There's
inviting
more.
us over.
Oh, not a problem, baby. There's more benefits out here.
Okay.
There's more. The schools out here offer my children, my son, summer programs. He was lacking behind, and they offered him help instead of giving me a piece of paper saying that my child was behind.
Right.
They told me they were behind, and then on top of that, did something about it.
So in this community, say if there was an after-school program for your child to go to in a specific center built for this community, would you be willing to have your child use that center?
I would. Here's the thing. There is a program out here in Aurora. It's called Children's. It's right over there by West Middle School, isn't it? Do you know what I'm talking about? What's that place you go to? Your mom drops you off at?
The
Boys and Girls Club. But the problem is they only take 6 and up. And I have children smaller than 6.
So if
they had
there was
something,
a child care
if
center,
they had a child care center that was willing to pick my children up from school and take my children at their age, I would definitely put them in it. But that's the problem. That's the only thing I found wrong with Aurora is that there's tons of daycares around my neighborhood, but the good ones don't have the means to transport my children from school after school.
So if the community built a quality daycare center in your community, you would use it?
I would use it.
If they had a quality place for your child to go on an after-school program,
I would use it.
you
Absolutely.
would use it.
Yeah.
So living in Aurora, you said that you feel really safe being here.
Oh yeah.
Safer than you did when you lived in Denver.
Yes.
So there's no issues of safety because you feel safe here. I mean, like
not in my
there's
neighborhood. Yeah,
issues
no.
Are there any issues like issues of homelessness, people in your community? Do you see
that's a
any
good question.
people?
You know what? Not as much as I do in Denver.
Hey, I was gonna say that because I'm not from here.
I don't see.
And I live
homeless
in
people
Denver,
out
and
there
I
in
come to
Aurora.
my sister's house all the time in Aurora. And I have to say that Denver has a lot of programs to help homeless people, adults, struggling with children, but they don't have a lot of children activities, children's centers, anything really focusing on just the children. Whereas Aurora, like I said, there's a couple places by my sister out here in Aurora that are just for children. Like just the children could go, and it's not focusing on what's the adult going. You know what I mean? Like in Denver, there's a lot of programs. There's a lot of programs in Denver, but they're all for adults. They're all for homeless and.
So it's mainly for school-age children, but not for child development center age children.
Yeah.
So you would need a program.
This one right here is very much behind, and Denver didn't. I mean, Edna Oliver, not talking no mess, told me she was behind. She's behind, and she is. She doesn't know her colors well. She doesn't know her ABCs well, and I can't afford to put her in a preschool. Because the preschools out here you have to pay for. I can't afford that. So she's going into kindergarten right now completely unprepared. That's my problem. That's the only other problem I have with Aurora.
So if there were state-funded programs that had child development and the money was only for that, you would use it?
I would use it.
Do you know other people who would use it?
Oh yeah.
I would.
That live in Aurora?
Yeah.
In your community?
Yeah.
Are they willing to be interviewed?
I'm sure.
Wow.
I know a couple people who would. That live in
Quite a
Aurora.
few of my neighbors would do it.
Wow.
My kids go to my
sister-in-law
kids'
would
school
do it.
too.
So do you think if we gave you a card that you could
Absolutely,
give it to them and they would call us and leave us a message
I'll
and we could
post your
come and
phone
interview?
number on my Facebook too.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of my people in Aurora too, and they look on my Facebook all the time.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Yeah. If you have a website, I'll post it on my Facebook too.
Absolutely.